Dear students, we are going to learn lesson number 8, natural resource of standard 10. As we know in previous classes also, natural resources are those resources which we can obtain from the nature. Human needs can be satisfied partially or completely through natural resource only. There are thousands of elements in the nature, but we cannot call them all as a resource. These elements can be called resource only when these are utilized by man through his special knowledge and expertise. Human needs can be fulfilled by them, and man has the physical and intellectual capacity to utilize them can be called as a resource. In this way, anything which is used to fulfill the human needs becomes a resource. In ancient times, man did not know about the minerals buried within the inside of the earth. So that resource are not considered as a natural resource. But in the modern days, that resource is also considered as a natural resource. Because we are developing our country, we are utilizing those resources and develop techniques of mining. The resource should have both the virtues of a utility and capacity to work. The resource made of interaction of three things, that is nature, man and culture. Then what is the uses of resource? These resources are utilized in our daily life from birth to death, from morning to evening, from dawn to dusk. Resources are useful to us in many ways. We learn about its role gradually at every stage of human life. All activities from agriculture to industries, utilities depend on natural resource. So let us learn some of the resources and their types. Resource utility is resource as a food. We can use the resource as a food in requirement of a man and compelled by various resources. Fruits grown naturally, various crops obtained through the agriculture, milk and its products, and meat obtained through domestic animals. Not only human beings, animals, plants also got their food because of resource only. And second one, use of resource. Resource has a source of raw material. As we know, we have to get so many products from the industries, but all the products which is manufactured in the industry because of raw material only. Various goods we obtain from forest, agro product, wool, hide, meat available from nature by nature only. And third utility is resource as a energy. We use coal, petroleum, natural gas, etc. as a fuel in industries as well as domestic fuel. Besides, every industry has utilized these resources for their development and for their progress. Energy can be generated through solar energy, wind, sea waves, tides, ebbs and waterfalls. So energy is also useful as a resource. Then we come to know about the types of resources. What are the types of resources? There is so many types of resources, but we have to discussing about their classification. So classification on the there are to be classified mainly three types: on the basis of ownership, on the basis of availability, on the basis of distribution of areas. Among them, first one, on the basis of ownership we considered, then the first among the ownership, the first is individual resource, second is national resources, third is global resources. Then what is individual resource? Individual resource are those resources which is owned by an individual or a family. Personal assets is also considered as an individual resource. Here land, building, vehicles, motorbikes, etc. are considered as an individual resource. Then what is national resource? National resource owned by a country or a region. It means the country which is considered as a resource within the country is known as a national resource. For example, army, international trade, industrial sectors, and all the resource which is available within the country is known as a national resource. And third one, global resource. Global resources are all physical or non-physical resources which are used for a human welfare in the entire world. These resources are utilized by the entire world, so that is why it is known as a global resource. For example, resources of common ownership of all nations of the world. And second classification is their resource can be classified on the basis of their distribution or area we can consider. The distribution area we can consider classification of resource as a 4 types. Among that, universal resource. Universal resource means those resources which is available in the entire world, entire universe. So it is known as a universal resource. For example, oxygen and nitrogen. And second point, generally available resource. Second type is generally available resource. These resource is available in the any place and it can be available easily for all human being. For example, land, soil, water, pasture land, etc. Third one, rare resource. Those available at limited places. Those available at limited places is known as a rare resource. For example, minerals like coal, petroleum, copper, gold, uranium, etc. And fourth one, solitary resource. Solitary resources are those resources which is we can obtain one or two places in the world, in the universe. That known as a solitary resource. They are example for cryolite, which is available only in Greenland. Not only that, we can also classify these resources with their method of where they can be available, where they can be we obtain. On the basis also we classify these resources. They have to be a renewable and non-renewable. There are 2 types of resource. Renewable resources are those resources which we can regain again and again after such use, whereas non-renewable resources are those resources which we cannot obtain after their completely utilized by human being. These are the types of resources. Now we are going to be planning of and conservation of resource, because resource is the only way for development of our country. If resources are impeded, if resources are exhausted from the earth, then our progress will be going to be decrease. So human needs are unlimited while the resources are limited. During last 100 years, many ages of the resource has increased very much due to the extraordinary development in the science and technology and due to population explosion. So resources are going to be exhausted from the earth. So we have to be maintain our resources for future generations also. So to conservation is directly related to the scarcity of resources. If the resources are exploited at the current rate where they were exploited haphazardly and irrationally, then it will be dreamed to maintain the development and the current lifestyle. It includes things like its national usage, its conservation and reusage. So we have to make a plan for conservation of resources. The first among them is gather the information about the availability of utilized, how much resource will be available at which place, what is their quantity, what is the what type of resources will be available in that place. The resources which are limited or non-renewable should be exploited scientifically, and they should be used only where it is necessary to use them. Third point, attempts should be made to develop those resources the quality of which can be increased. We have to make some attempts to increase these type of resources which are exhausted from the earth. And fourth one, the resources which are cheaper and are easily available should not be wasted. Instead of them, we have to utilize sparingly that resources, and we have to find alternative resources for that rare and sparingly resources. And next point, those resources which are in limited quantity should be conserved, finding its alternative by different techniques and favorable to use these resources for a long time. Necessary laws should be formed for the conservation of resources and should be enforced strictly. And last one, citizens should be well acquainted with all facts associated with the rational usage of resources, and public awareness should be cultivated. These are some of the points which we can make our resources for conservation and preservation, and utilization is